Hello, people. I'm on the train, but I just thought to do a quick one. I saw an article recently about why is charisma losing its power in modern leadership, and I thought to jump in and also add my thought. That's because I think charisma is overrated. You see, for decades we were told that great leaders, authority figures are magnetic, confident, commanding, persuasive. But look closely at what is happening in modern leadership. Charisma is losing its power. Not because presence doesn't matter, but because performance can no longer sustain trust. You see, there was a time when strong speeches could carry weak systems, when personality could mask poor judgment, when confidence was mistaken for competence. That era is fading. Today, people are more informed, also more skeptical, also more observant. They don't just listen to what leaders say, they watch what leaders do. And behavior over time always exposes substance. In an age of AI, institutional distrust, and constant transparency, leadership is less about commanding attention and more about regulating tension, less about inspiration in a moment and more about credibility across time. Charisma can ignite excitement, but it cannot replace emotional discipline. It cannot replace adaptive capacity, and it cannot replace moral courage. And increasingly, people are noticing the modern leadership challenge, I keep saying, is adaptive. It requires leaders who can say, we don't fully know yet. Leaders who can hold uncertainty without manufacturing false clarity. Charisma struggles in that space because charisma thrives on certainty, on projection, on dominance. But adaptive leadership thrives on curiosity, on listening, on behavioral flexibility. And here is the deeper issue, I think. Charisma is personality driven, but sustainable leadership is system aware. When pressure rises, and it always does, what systems, what sustains progress is not how captivating you are, it's how regulated you are. Can you absorb anxiety without amplifying it? Can you stay steady when your authority is questioned? And can you hold competing truths without collapsing into defensiveness? That is leadership, not theater, not magnetism, not applause. All right. So I think that this whole concept of charisma fading is actually good news because it means leadership is accessible. You don't need a dominant personality. You don't need to be the loudest voice in the room. You need behavioral discipline. You need self awareness. You need the courage to stay present when problems are uncomfortable. And in modern leadership, charisma may attract attention, but character sustains influence. So the question for you is not, am I charismatic enough? The real question is, are my behaviors building trust over time? And because in 2026 and beyond, leadership is no longer about who commands the room. It's about who can hold the room, especially when it gets tense. And that is a very important and relevant skill. All right. Talk to you guys later. Cheers. Take care. Keep leading well. Bye bye.